Hello bikers, welcome to Bikers Garage. The bike which I am going to review today is Cfmoto 300Nk. This is a ride review. So first coming to looks. First thing I noticed in this bike is the bike is slim. Be it its tank area, the place where you tuck in your legs for a grip, be it tail section or front headlight. Basically the bike is slim and sleek. The place where it is muscular is its tank shrouds. The two not as muscular as Duke 250 and definitely not as sharp as Duke 250. By looking at this bike, it is difficult for few amateur riders to say that it is a 300cc motorcycle. However, people who have knowledge on motorcycles can identify it's a 300cc motorcycle. However, looks are subjective. So I don't consider this as a pro or con. I leave it to you. Coming to ergonomics. When I sat on the bike, the thing I felt is that the bike is very light. It's just 151 kilos and seat is surprisingly comfortable too. The handle is placed towards the rider. The handle on this bike remembers me of another bike in this segment, which is Suzuki Gixxer 250. And pillion comfort is kind of average. So ergonomics is a pro because of its lightweight and comfortable seat and handling. Coming to fit and finish, I noticed that switches used on the handlebar are not of that great quality. Can be improved because it is a 300cc motorcycle. And also the rubber grip on the handle is not good. It's rotating. Maybe it was on the test ride bike and other bikes may be good. However, since the fit and finish is not so good and needs to be improved, it's a con. Coming to the engine. Once I started the engine, I noticed that the engine was very quiet. There is not much sound. The sound can be heard only when you rev it a little. Otherwise, it's a punchy and smooth engine. With this punch, you can filter through city traffic with a lot of fun. One good thing about Cfmoto is you can go as low as 35 kmph in 6th gear, which means you can ride this bike comfortably in city as well as highway. So the engine can be considered as a pro. Coming to ride quality. Once I started to ride the bike, I found out that the bike is quick and easy to ride thanks to its lightweight and its 34 horsepower. It just weighs 151 kilos, which makes it easy to maneuver. Riding this bike felt like Duke 250 in terms of acceleration and exhaust sound and riding stance as Gixxer 250. But somehow I don't feel like owning one. It's like my mind likes the bike but my heart doesn't. Riding quality is good but lacks feel, so I consider this as a con. Coming to instrument console. The one thing which is very good on this bike is its instrument console, which I felt very toyish in pics but it is actually very nice and usable in real world. It contains all information on this big screen, which is almost like a smartphone. So instrument console is a pro. Next up is price. Being a 300cc motorcycle, this bike is 3000 rupees less than Duke 250. Again, this is one good thing, and paid service costs under 2000 INR. But again, it's true that it lacks slipper clutch and supermoto mode like Duke 250, but it gets an additional 44cc and for 4.5 horsepower and also reduction in 10 kilos in weight when compared to Duke 250. So it is compensated in this way. So pricing is a pro for this bike. Braking is also very comfortable. It gives good confidence to the rider. No complaint on the brakes, but they could have given nice brake and clutch levers. But that's not an issue at all. Braking can be considered as a pro on this bike. Next up is dealership network and brand recall. The service network is very low. Even in cities like Hyderabad, there is only one showroom, which makes it too difficult to get the bike serviced, and also the availability of spare parts might also be an issue. Also, brand is not well established as Japanese motorcycle brands, which somehow doesn't build confidence to buy this bike. So this is a con. Another con is wrong placing of horn. Normally it's okay, but in panic situation you can't horn because your thumb goes to regular place out of habit, and when you don't find the horn over there, it's a risky situation. But you can do some kind of aftermarket alternation, but that will remove warranty from company. So this is a con, which is a matter of security. Coming to verdict, on the whole, it's an affordable, lightweight, responsive bike to ride in, be it in city or on highway. But the only thing we need to know is it reliable like Japanese motorcycle brands and few other motorcycle brands? And things like highway ride review, heating issue, and vibrations at high speed. And will there be any issue with the instrument console or any other part for that matter?